So here are the lesson outcomes. First, define netizenship and netiquette. Second, formulated a set of netiquette guidelines. And lastly, created a campaign video to promote netiquette. Good day, everyone! So for today's vlog, we're going to talk about the Module 7, Lesson 2, which is about netizenship and netiquette in online communities. And without a further ado, let's start! To begin with, we have here a quote from Association of American Medical College that says, "We are responsible for the public space that the connected world sees." So, what is a netizen? According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, it is an active participation in the online community of the internet, while according to the medical dictionary, it refers to as an internet citizen who uses network resources, which connotes civic responsibility and participation. So in other words, if you're a person who uses internet or is connected to internet using your mobile phones, tablets, or in laptops to participate or to be connected to other people using the social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, automatically you are called netizen or you are a netizen. So next we have here the definition or the meaning of netizenship and netiquette. So netizenship, which means citizenship in the internet or in the virtual world, while netiquette are the rules of socially accepted behavior that needs to be observed in writing an email or texting and other communication on the web. Netiquettes, these are the things or rules that you should follow to be a responsible netizen when using any social media platform, or if you are representing yourself to the world using the social media or in the online world or virtual world. Protect your reputation. Whether in real or in virtual world, you are the same person. Do only what is appropriate and share information that does not harm you as a person. So, as a responsible netizen, you should always protect your reputation, whether you in real life or it could be in a virtual world, because it is the same, because you are representing yourself as a person into the world using the social media platform. And we all know that social media is so vast, it's so big that that anyone could access your information, anyone could know who you are through these pictures, through these informations that you show or your post, the contents you post in the social media. So be responsible and protect your reputation. So second is respect others. Respect begets respect. Treat everyone with respect even if you have not seen him or her in person. Be judicious about what you say on your own and others' space. So if you don't want to get disrespected in the online world or in real life, respect others also's opinions, photos, or perspective, so that they will also respect you as a person in real life and in virtual world. Next is express yourself clearly. Communication online is difficult because emotions are not evident during communication. Yes, it is really difficult to express yourself clearly to the person you are talking through chat or messaging in Messenger or at Facebook or any social media platforms where you can communicate it's really difficult because they can see the emotions you want to show through the text, because it's text and somehow it could lead to misunderstanding to the person you are talking to. But thankfully, there is what we call emoticons or emojis that helps us show these emotions that we feel, or that we feel as of the moment that we type those texts to, or how we communicate to the person we are talking to. Like, we chat to our friends, we chat with our friends, and somehow we are laughing about something, or we saw something, we put on laughing emoji as an emotion to show that we are laughing because of this and because of that. And so, yeah. Miscommunication usually takes place because your facial expression and your body language cannot be seen, and the tone of your voice cannot be heard. Yes, it's really common to get misunderstood or miscommunicate with the person you are talking to through messenger or through chat, because eventually they can see the emotions, and sometimes they don't know your tone of voice, so they could misunderstand what you are referring or what you are meaning to say to them that moment. So, yeah. Next is remember intellectual property. Reminders: ideas online are products of intelligence of others. If you need to cite them, acknowledge the authors. So we all know that there are a lot of informations, or there are a lot of knowledge we could get from the internet, and sometimes we just copy them and paste them into something to and make it as a content, and sometimes we forget to cite or acknowledge the author or the owner of that idea, where you get your content. Sometimes we forget to cite them and give the credits where credit is due. So we need to be reminded that when we post online, when we post some contents that has infos or knowledge from another person's idea, we should cite them. It is to recognize the intellectual property of that person, because sometimes you might get sued, or there's what we call copyright infringement or plagiarism if you don't cite them properly. Next is check spelling, grammars, and punctuations. Good writing means good manners. Somehow, when we post something or a content in a social media platforms, it needs to be um, proofread, because sometimes we post these contents and we expect that the viewers would understand, even though there's a typo error in our post or in our content, and there are other viewers or those people who can see our post, and they might um, misunderstand our post, or they don't understand our post because of that typo error, especially those posts that are intended to rely a message, an important message, or it could be educational purposes that needs to be understood in the most right possible way. And also, because we don't want to waste other people's time reading our post, which is incomprehensible. That's what I said. Um, it could waste other people's time trying to understand what we are trying to say in the post, right? So always check the spelling, the grammar, and punctuations. So next is pause before you post. Take note that whatever you post becomes permanent, therefore think twice or thrice before you click send. Yes, since this online world or this virtual world is so big that we don't know where our posts will get. I mean, it could go to a lot of people. Many viewers around the world could see your post. So you should be careful on posting something that's insensitive or something offensive for others. So let's be careful and take note that we should pause, think twice about those contents you're about to post if ever they are insulting or offensive, or somehow it could trigger someone from other countries, or it could be your friend or anyone that might get offended by your post and you didn't think twice to posting it. So always remember, because you might delete your post, but your post could still be there because other people could take screenshot of it, and your post would be there permanently. You ever think of that? Your post would be there permanently in the online world. So be careful. Pause before you post, okay? Next is, do not share your personal information online. Because sharing your personal information online is like going around the streets wearing a shirt printed with your name, birthday, address, name of parents, and etc. Or any personal information about you. Please be careful and be responsible user of online internet, because anyone could get your information, and they could use it for their advantage, and in the most bad way. Like, it's so rampant today that there are people who get your informations and use them, or if also your pictures, they use them, your pictures, your information, to act as you. They create account and act as you to ask for money, and in that way you could be the suspect, or you could be the criminal, because that person who made an account that's acting as you is making illegal doings, and you could be the person to be pointed to, because it's your profile and it's your personal information. So it's really risky and dangerous to share your personal information online. Another example would be, if you are sharing your vacation, about where you are or where you are located right now, um you could be a victim of robbery like that, because they might go into your location and rob you or anything, or do something bad to you. So don't you ever share your personal information, especially your locations or something. Because providing all this publicly will make you prone to identity thief. So that was I was saying that you could be a victim to identity thief, and those identity thief would take advantage of your clumsiness, because you shared your personal information too much to the online world, that they use it as their as to earn something, and you would be the suspect of the wrongdoings. And lastly is, think about who or what you are representing. As a son or a daughter, you represent your family, and as a student, you represent your school. There are many instances now that there are a lot of irresponsible users of internet. They do not think twice about who will be affected if they do something this, or they post that, or they share this. It could affect not only you as a netizen or user of internet, it could also affect your family. They might get get bashed, or they could be in a dangerous situation because of what you post there in the world, in the internet. And as a student, you represent your school. You could get expelled. That's the worst case scenario. You could get expelled if you post something that's against or could be dangerous, because the school is have the rights to control, because you are a student in their school, and they are part of their umbrella, their unit. So they are responsible of you. So as a student, you should also be responsible of what you put out there in the world, in the internet, because it might affect your family, school, everyone around you, especially you. Okay? So, yeah, so that's all for the module 7 lesson 2, netizenship and ticket in the online communities. Thank you for watching and listening, everyone. If you have any questions, you can comment down below, and don't forget to like, subscribe on my YouTube channel, and see you in the next vlog. Bye bye.